So let's start by catching up Colorado viewers on what Pat Schroeder's been up to.
Well, as you know, when I left Congress, my father had lung cancer, so we had to get him out of the altitude. And I always said, I will never live in Florida. So did he. He said, it's flat, it's ugly, it's God's waiting room, I'm not going, you know, but we're there. We're there. My parents have since passed on. But in the interim, my children got married and had children, and we were living in Disney's experiment in new urbanism, which is called Celebration. So it's like a salt lick for grandchildren. You know, we pretend like they're coming to see us, but I think they're really coming for other things too. But anyway, that's why we live there. And we've gotten, you know, there are days when I really miss Colorado, but I keep thinking, Florida needs me so much more. The politics down there are so bad. So it's been an interesting time.
And you had a fairly long tenure after Congress with
Absolutely.
the book publishers, correct?
I taught at Princeton for a while, and then I went to be head of the Book Publishers Trade Association in Washington and New York. So it's been really interesting and fun. And in 2009, I finally pulled the pin.
Official retirement?
Official retirement.
Do you stay active in politics?
I do a lot locally in Florida, where this is an interesting story. The first congresswoman from Florida was William Jennings Bryan's daughter, and it was 1928 when she got elected. People were shocked. She was driving her own car, doing, imagine such things. But she had married a British officer and had 4 children. He had been hurt in the war, so he was an invalid. She got to Washington and they wouldn't let her take her seat because they said she had given up her citizenship because she'd married a British officer. And she had to go to court and fight for a year for that. So anyway, we've started this thing called Ruth's List. Her name was Ruth. It sounds ruthless, but Ruth's List, I'm ruthless about ruthless. And we're trying to get progressive young women running in Florida. We're trying to make a big change.
And of course, you were the first congresswoman ever elected from Colorado.
Yes, and I still like to think that women have made a big difference, so I get very excited about that.